this is Brian from 1889 Workshop here with
Ron Deep.
And we're here to ask some questions. So tell me about your costume here.
Well, this is the Netflix series of Daredevil.
Season 2?
The season, 1.52.
Yeah.
This is like the hero suit. As you would probably see, he wore like a black vigilante costume. And then toward the end of the series, you see him wear the full hero suit. And that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah. So what was the hardest part about making this suit?
Hardest part about making this suit, I would say, would be probably the armored pieces. You know, the armored pieces kind of took me about a couple of days to do. I had to sit there and cut these pieces out of foam, and then I had to glue material over it so it matches my cowl.
Like the Kevlar look?
Yeah, exactly. This Kevlar look is this cosplayer Yaya Han's fabric.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's got some fabrics at Joann's, so I used that because I love the way the texture and the weave pattern is on it. So
yeah, it does look like real Kevlar.
And I thought it went well with the weave of the costume. You know, it's all about adding layers and patterns.
Yeah. So let's talk about your helmet, because
sure.
The main piece.
Yeah. So this crown is pretty cool. This piece was a 3D model, and I forgot who the artist was, but the person that molded and casted it is called KJC Props. And you know, I saw his thread come up on the RPF, and I was like, you know, this crown is going to be great. I would love to support that, and I just went ahead and purchased that piece and got it here within like about a week, just in time for the con.
All right. So this cosplay is amazing. How long have you been cosplaying?
You know, honestly, I think I've been cosplaying for more than like 10 to 15 years. The funny thing is that I'm actually a prop artist, so I make like mostly like replica movie props and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But costuming kind of came, you know, sort of naturally as sort of like an extension of what I do. You know. Did
you start cosplaying before you called it cosplaying?
Yeah, we just kept calling it costuming.
Yeah,
you know,
like
we were
Halloween and stuff.
Exactly.
And different events.
We were just doing costuming, and we thought, you know, this would be a great hobby to kind of, push for.
Yeah.
And as these Comicons have become, you know, more of a pop culture convention, and you know, and that people started embracing this kind of culture, I felt that the word cosplay has become sort of competitive now, because people are always trying to get the best cowls or the best costumes or whatever for whatever reason. I think it's mostly sport now. You know?
Yeah. You think it's a good thing?
I think it's absolutely. You know,
yeah, good competition.
Absolutely. You know, it really pushes artists to be better than what they are. You know.
Yeah. So there's a lot of crazy things at the convention. What is the craziest thing you've seen this weekend?
Craziest things I've seen. Wow. Outside it's about 118 downtown. Yeah. So I'm.
I mean seen, but you know, sensed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of really skimpy, you know, Harley Quinns, which I am not mad about.
I think we got 50% Harley Quinns, 50% Deadpools.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of Rays too. I like the Rays.
A couple years ago, it was Doctor Who.
Yeah, absolutely. It was Doctor Who. Now we've got Deadpool because of the franchised success of its rated R Marvel superhero movie. I absolutely love the movie, and I love the character, which is why I love Daredevil so much. You know, you've got such a nitty gritty, you know, version of Marvel that is happening right now.
That's tied in with the universe.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So besides Daredevil, who's the favorite character from season 2?
Well, Punisher, hands down. You know, John Bernthal's character just really pulled that show together. I just absolutely loved it.
That arc was so good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, even his hero suit and everything, his acting, it's like, I get that his character does get typecasted, but he was the Punisher out of the gate. This guy that
they knew before they even hired him that he's the Punisher.
Absolutely, I loved it. He pulled season 2 together. You know, even Elektra is just beautiful. I mean, she is just sophisticatedly beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a great season. Absolutely great season.
All right, did you catch the Masquerade last night?
Yeah, I did. I caught it for about maybe an hour and a half. A couple of my friends were in it, and it was a little chaotic. You know, a lot of the numbers of each cosplayer was just sort of all over the place.
Yeah.
But I stayed for about a good couple hours.
Yeah. What was the best thing you'd say, your favorite thing from the Masquerade?
My personal favorite thing, and maybe I might be biased because I helped them work on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I just helped them work on their music, but it was the Pacific Rim cosplay group. Yeah. You know, they much like what they were doing. I work in the same shop as them, and so they were, you know, working on their armor pieces. It took them months to make. Every single night I saw them working on it, so I know the amount of work that went into their costumes, and it is just fantastic. All the armor pieces. I'm a huge fan of armored, you know, costumes. You know, they just look great. You know?
Yeah. Let's do a shout out. Who were you helping?
I was helping No One's Designs.
No One's Designs?
Yeah, No One's Designs. I was working on their cosplay music, because I'm also a music producer as well.
Oh, are you?
And so I helped work on their cosplay music and stuff. And
so do you have any, what's your next project? Be it cosplay or whatever you're working on?
Well, next project is get right back to working on Captain America shields. I I go by Machina Props. I did a recent piece that went pretty viral on YouTube. It was the piece that had to do with the electromagnet.
I've seen that one.
The electromagnetic Captain America shield.
Yeah.
That piece is mine that I sent to James the Hacksmith. And so I've been getting a lot of orders since then and just trying to catch up with everybody on that piece.
Yeah. Okay. Where can people reach you?
I don't have a cosplay page. I don't even have a website for my
Facebook?
stuff. So Facebook, yeah, just under Ron Deep. You know, my Etsy page would be a really great place to reach into me to see my work. You know, I've done other props as well. I've made like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer scythe, you know, which is Machina Props on Etsy.
Machina Props.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Right on, man.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you too.